We did it for Mania. Now we're going to do it for SummerSlam. You already know the drill. Tier listing every SummerSlam 2026 match from S all the way to F. Let's go. Alright, so we got Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Feud didn't really get much TLC, but I'm happy to say that the match did. I thought it was going to suffer from Stephanie Vaquera versus Liv Morgan syndrome, to where the feud going into it's like very rushed. They don't get any time. Same with this one. And then in the match, it's like a 5-minute match, but they gave them plenty of time to get theirs working. And I think it was a really, really solid match. I'm going to go A tier with this. I'm not just going to be throwing out S tiers, but really solid stuff from them. I like what I've seen. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Now, in terms of Hell in a Cell matches, it's not like the greatest Hell in a Cell match ever. I'm a type of guy to at least, like, if you're not going to involve the cell itself, I like to see a lot of brutality, a la CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, where there's at least color, they're using a bunch of weapons and stuff. But regardless, I'm not tier listing Hell in a Cell matches. I'm tier listing it as a match, as an experience overall. I'm going to throw it in S tier. Probably going to be towards the bottom of S tier, or maybe even the middle, but just great stuff there. One of the things I didn't really love is how Oba no-sold a tombstone piledriver on like the wooden part of the ring when Brock Lesnar peeled it up, but that's just me nitpicking. Otherwise, you got two bigger than life giants heading at each other. You got the old generation, the new generation. Oba's entrance was crazy. They were pretty loud for Brock too, because obviously this is in his hometown. The right winner happened. And it was honestly probably the most hyped feud going into SummerSlam. So, I mean, they didn't do much wrong with this at all. Only a few things that changed. Next up, we have Penta versus Chad Gable. I can't really complain about this match either. This match was really, really good. Again, right winner. They got their stuff in. They weren't gypped on time. Crowd reaction was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting like El Grande versus El Grande performance out of them. I'm not saying they had a bad performance whatsoever, but they weren't on that top tier echelon, S tier. Like, obviously they had a better in-ring match than Oba versus Brock, 100%, 10 times out of 10, but it's just missing a little bit of the, you know what I'm saying, the hype, the build-up. Like, this build-up literally was just them in tag team matches. Will they coexist? Not much build-up to it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't really need it because you had the whole build-up of Chad going to Mexico and pretending to be El Grande Americano the whole time. Because of Penta, he lost to him. He told him he's going to learn the luchador stuff. It kind of built itself, but nonetheless to say, it is going to be in the top of A tier for now. Let's throw this one towards the end. Let's throw the main events, you know what I'm saying, a little bit towards the end here. We have Jacob Fatu and the Usos versus Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. So this one was a solid match as well. A lot of people had a mixed bag about this. I was pretty hype about it. It's not like they just threw 6 random guys on the board, threw it, and let it stick. No, they were actually building this up for quite a while, you know what I'm saying? You got the whole thing with Solo Sikoa, where like most of us are like, oh, great. He's acting too funny. He's acting too babyface. He's going to turn heel. You have Royce Keys with Jacob Fatu, and then obviously LA Knight has beef with everybody, basically, if you're Samoan. Good stuff. Match was a little quick for my liking. I wouldn't say it's a mid-match C tier. I'll throw it right above mid, though. I'll throw it in a B tier. Gunther versus Aldis for sure, A tier. It was really, really good, man. I mean, you also have freaking just Aldis being, you could tell he's just emotional, you know what I'm saying? First match in over 3 years. He didn't know if we were going to like him. And me and a lot of people included, probably the majority of people included, have no idea what Nick Aldis, Magnus, whatever you want to call him, looks like as a wrestler. We only know him as the general manager with the suit. The guy in the suit that is obviously jacked underneath the suit, and he was in phenomenal shape. And it's just crazy to think that this dude, he could wrestle for years if he wanted to. They did reinstate him as a general manager after he lost to Gunther, but I mean, he's younger than Cody Rhodes. He's younger than Gunther. Like, he's like 38 years old, man. He's an amazing wrestler from what I've seen, and obviously Gunther we already know. I'm interested to see what's next for both of them, though. Hopefully Nick Aldis can wrestle again, but we'll see. Nonetheless, the match was pretty damn good. We have Danhausen versus Dom. This was the low for night 2 for me. I mean, I'm not one of those Danhausen haters. Like, in the beginning, I hated him for his debut because I'm thinking, okay, shit, it's gonna be Jericho, and this like dude with makeup comes out, and I'm like, who the hell is this? I didn't watch AEW obviously, but I gave him his chance, and he's definitely impressed me. He's definitely a great comedy character, but I feel like we're getting a little bit of overexposure with him. He's selling out the merch like up the ass, but like we don't need him on blimps. We don't need him having multiple segments a night. We don't need guys like Dominic Mysterio, who 2 years ago was the heel of the company, getting jobbed out to him. It's just a little bit too much right now, and I feel like they're going the road they're getting. Everybody's gonna get sick on him, and even arenas will turn on him. But the match itself, I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very underwhelming. It was because it was going in, it was the money's on a pole match, and like after the first time they surprised us with the mini houses, and they just keep doing it and they just keep doing it. It's kind of getting old to me. Like I thought like something crazy was gonna happen, and it's just the mini houses, and then JD comes out. Like it was just okay to me at best. I'm actually gonna throw this in D tier. I really didn't like this. And then my opinion, you had the wrong winner. Like you got Dominic Mysterio. He's a champion of another brand being AAA, but like why is he taking pins here? If anything, because AAA has their WrestleMania in a couple weeks. If anything, you think he should be going over strong, getting some strong booking here, because I mean we all pretty much know that El Grande Americano is probably gonna whoop his ass. So like at least have him go strong looking into it, not have him job out here and then over there look strong. They're just inconsistent with their booking, and that's a little pet peeve of mine. Now, Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn didn't happen. The reason why is Gunther came out. We all groaned like we did this past year at the Royal Rumble. Number 30, who's going to be? Gunther. We all groaned when he tapped out John Cena. We all groaned when he tapped out AJ Styles. This match right here turned into a fatal four-way between Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Gunther, and Kevin Owens, the returning Kevin Owens. And this match made me feel all of the freaking emotions. Like I said, and so we'll start off early here. So in the beginning, literally feeling like freaking amazing. I'm like, okay, this is my goat. Finn Balor's gonna win. Then I see Sami Zayn come out. Then I'm like, oh man, I just feel the Sammy Hogan coming out. Then I see Nick Aldis coming out. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, I'm gonna add somebody. Then Gunther comes out. Then I groan. Then I'm super upset. Then Kevin Owens comes out, and I pop like, I'm like, oh my god, Kevin Owens is back. And then I'm like really, really nervous because I'm like, oh man, like I don't think Kevin Owens is gonna win because he doesn't need his win. He's Kevin Owens. He just came back. He maybe going off on a feud with Gunther, and they can go off and do their thing, and Finn Balor can still win. That didn't happen. But I mean, at the end of the day, if it weren't Finn, glad it is Kevin. Welcome back, Kevin Owens. We all love you. We all missed you, man. Regardless, the match, I don't have the render of it being a fatal four-way because it wasn't advertised as so. But I'm gonna throw it in A tier. Was a little quick for my liking, but you know what? For the emotions, I'll throw it in the S tier. Maybe I'll throw it in the top of A at the end of the video. But I mean, just crazy stuff. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. A lot of people disliked this match. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the WWE not overbooked main events, if that makes sense. I'm enjoying every match not being a bloodline rules and 6 people getting involved. I'm enjoying like this wasn't a clean finish, but you know what I'm saying? It was clean for 90% of the match. It was a bit of a slow burner, kind of a la CM Punk versus Gunther last year at Summerslams. Like, a lot of people didn't like that match. I love that match. I was there in person. It was a slow burner, and you built up. Not every match is supposed to be balls to the wall. Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 22. You know, some matches got to build up and be slower. In this one, once it got going, it was great. There is a rumor that Punk Shatter pissed his pants, which is hilarious. I don't know what much more to say. The feud going into it was atrocious. They literally, I get it. You'd see CM Punk, it's Cody Rhodes. You don't have to try too hard, but like they were just coasting on this way to the feud, and I feel like they could have made it and elevated it even higher than what it ended up being by actually giving him a feud. Not, he whooped me in the face with the title. I did it on accident. No, you did it on purpose. I did it on accident. Oh, but I did this on purpose, and then he mushes him in the face. Like, just, this is like an elementary tier level feud they had going into it, but the match, it's the star power. It's CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, 2 of the 4 biggest names you have in the company. Yeah. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. Didn't like this. Didn't like this. I'm gonna throw this. I want to say this was night 1. This was night 2. This was my most like match about night 2. This is my most match about night 1. You might as well throw the other match in here as well. You have Fatal Influence versus Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Paige. All 3 of these matches were just disappointing. I could do without them. At least Danhausen versus Dom, you know, I mean, it could have been funny going into it, but I just didn't get much enjoyment out of it. The Fatal Influence match, I mean, you had the right winner. I could say you did that, but otherwise, we all, from a mile away, we knew exactly what was going to happen. Fatal influence, they're the younger talent. They need to get put over. They did that correct. And then Nikki Bella turns heel like Big Show for the 450th time on Paige. And now, we don't know what's going to happen because Brie hurt her shoulder. She's out for going to be months. So basically, Nikki just swapped places with Brie. But now, what are they going to do? They're gonna make up and put Paige back with Nikki, because I believe the plan was Bella's versus Paige in a returning AJ Lee, or they just do a one-on-one feud. I kind of want to see Paige do her own thing and get away from this. So hopefully this feud isn't milked till like WrestleMania or something. I hope some Money in the Bank day of the match done, go home before it, whatever. And then Trick versus Corbin. We want Mello, bro. I'm not saying I don't like Corbin. I'm kind of indifferent towards him. You know what I mean? I don't love him. I don't hate him. I liked his sad Corbin stuff, and I liked the stuff he did with Braun Breaker in NXT. But outside of that, I feel like he was just shoved down her throat. Pause. Match was it was just okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, wrong winner again. Like, why? I feel like, hear me out. They're getting rid of older talent that has higher contracts. New Day, Sheamus, potentially Bailey. And then they're bringing in guys. Big Cass, Baron Corbin. You think they're getting those big fat contracts that those older WWE legends had that left because of they were trying to cut their contracts in half? Probably not. Obviously, I have no insider info. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo on YouTube yapping about the product. But who's to say that maybe Baron Corbin, they took a pay cut coming in, and one of his agreements were, hey, make me U.S. champ. Come on, man. Nobody wanted to see that. If anything, if you had to shove this man in a match, make it a triple threat match so he could at least get Mello. But the match itself just wasn't special. And the most special thing about the match, or the whole experience, was Trick Williams' entrance. That's about it. And then I got to see the director's cut of Booker T vibe into the entrance, which is always the best part of Trick Williams' entrance. But nonetheless, just not really inspired by it. Next up, you have the ladder match, 5-woman ladder match, right winner again. They were doing a lot of things right this weekend. You had Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, and Lash Legend. This one was really, really solid as well. A lot of A-tier matches here. A lot of good stuff from this one. Right winner, crazy spots, good power spots. Good power spots from the likes of Jade Cargill, Lash Legend. Yet Charlotte taking a nasty bump where they were trying to pull her off and they kind of botched it a little bit. Oh, she's okay. Tiffany jumping off of ladders. This was just a great stuff. My only minor critique is that it was for the interim Women's World Champion. And as happy as I am for Chelsea Green winning, we've been chanting her name for freaking like 3 years now. She's like the woman's version of LA Knight. Every time she gets hot, it kind of dips down a little bit because they book her incorrectly. And then she finally gets her big moment, which gives Finn Balor fans, LA Knight fans, some damn hope. You know what I mean? Seeing someone like Chelsea Green. Congratulations to her. Nothing against her, but it's just not the typical WWE thing to do. But the reason, what I was getting to before, the reason why I'm a little scared is because who's the real Women's World Champion? Rhea Ripley, so she'll always have that over Chelsea Green. And not only that, who's the Women's World Champion again? It's Rhea Ripley. So that means they're going to have to fight. And I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley versus Chelsea Green, the only way in any universe that Chelsea Green wins is that like somebody beats up Rhea Ripley and she hits like a little roll up at the end. Whatever. We're just talking about the match, not talking about the future. Match was really solid. And then lastly, we have the night 2 main event, Rollins versus Reigns. Definitely the best overall package and match from the weekend, bar none. Really, really good stuff here. There's not really much I would change. Great production, you know what I mean? Great entrance by Seth Rollins, a little Shield teaser with the Dean Ambrose mask. Great last Shield bump at the end. Good match. And once again, Roman Reigns not getting help. You know what I'm saying? Just a simple one-on-one match that worked and surprised us all, man. It was great stuff. Let me take a last little look at my tiers here. So we got that an S. That's good. I was thinking about moving the Fatal 4-Way down. It was a little short, but just a moment of Kevin Owens being there just propelling it to the S tier. And I was thinking about moving Penta and Gable up, but I'm okay with that there. Ladder match, Liv Io, Gunther Aldis, Jacob Fatu and Usos. Dan Haslam versus Dom definitely deserves that. Trick Williams versus Corbin definitely deserves that. I mean, If you were to move up the 6-woman tag, the C tier, I wouldn't be mad at you. And then for F tier, I don't think we had any like stinky poo-poo dog shit matches. So, I mean, good job on WWE for that. And as far as SummerSlam 2026, this was a fire pay-per-view. These are my matches. You guys let me know how well I did in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And peace out.